Hi, this is Chris from the Stephanie Miller Show. Please enjoy this exclusive clip from Political Voices Network.
The former president has continued to insist and persist in his false claim that he had won the 2020 presidential election and that it was stolen from him. And his Republican allies and the Republican Party have joined him in that persistent claim to this day. So for the 2.5 years since January 6th, these false claims have corrupted American democracy.
Yeah. This, I don't even know how to describe him. This lunatic that the FBI shot and killed yesterday. Andrew Weissman said this is why a protective order is needed in Trump's criminal cases to prevent Trump's identifying witnesses to his deranged loyalists who he incites.
Yep.
And Josh Marshall had said, ABC kind of buried it in this piece, but it's not just a guy who was threatening Biden. It's about a guy threatening to kill Biden and others involved in the Trump indictments, i.e. part of the feral Trump terror world.
Yep.
Yeah. Obviously, Alvin Bragg. You said
Newsom.
you saw just a chyron and thought Alvin Bragg had been shot.
This is how they wrote the chyron.
Right,
I was like, what?
Right. But this is, that's,
Newsom,
it's a matter of
Kamala
time
Harris
before the intended target rather than the lunatic that's doing the threatening, But it's just, here's this poor guy. He's in his 70s, probably Fox News watcher,
sure
right? Needs a cane to walk. And look, complete lunatic. Did you see him in the woods with all this? It's like Malcolm Nance always says, like gravy seals or whatever you want to call them. But you're just like, oh my God. He's like threatening the FBI. Come get me. Well, you know what? That's going to happen.
Come and got
yeah, that's what's going to happen.
And you started to shoot out with them, you dummy.
MAGA morons. You're going to get shot to death by the FBI. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Oh my God. The whole like, oh, come get me so I can be ready for it. It's like, yeah, by the way, Malcolm Nance said that. Guess what? The FBI has snipers too. Really good ones.
Yeah.
Not these backyard lunatics, but this is the Exhibit A with Trump inciting.
Yep.
And you know what? It could only be a matter of time before it's Fonnie Willis or it's Letitia James or it's any, this guy happened to mention and the other reason this was imminent because the president was coming there.
Right.
And so anyway, it was the president, vice president, but Alvin Bragg, anyone involved. This is what's going to happen. He's going to continue to incite. Unless I don't know what I get it about giving him what he wants and the martyr thing and the free speech argument. If you, I don't. It's at
unsafe.
This point after yesterday, put him in jail and shut him up.
Yep.
People, again, only a matter of time before one of these lunatics hits their actual target and not, Thank God they're dumb enough, that this is. I'm sorry. This is why, Chris, I'm one for you.
Oh, thank
my
you.
Let's Go Darwin. It's
Well,
for that
yes,
guy.
Please.
Yeah, please threaten the president and the FBI when they come to your door.
Yeah.
See how that works out in
Yeah.
your little civil war. All these idiots would civil war. It's like, well, that's how it's going to end for you. Yeah. Where was I? I did have you print on Twitter again.
Yes.
Once again, I apologize. Yeah. Black Knight said Trump's lawyers want Judge Cannon to order that a skiff be installed at Mar-a-Lago so he can look at classified documents. That's insane because Biden revoked his security clearance privileges because Trump was a national security threat. And of course, Biden was right. And also, that's what he's being prosecuted for in that case. So, I'm sorry. You would like us to make it easier for you? Oh my God. It's one of those head exploding mornings. All right, please, Judge Luddick, continue. Bring me some.
They've corrupted American elections, and they've corrupted the perception of the American people in America herself. This must come to a conclusion, and the trials of the former president now will become, together with the events of January 6th, the singular, infamous events in American history.
Yep.
By the way, I don't know if he has just the dumbest and or the most brazen lawyers in the world, But this one, Midas Touch says, Jack's listening. Trump coup lawyer John Eastman, an unindicted co-conspirator for now, in Jack Smith's indictment of Trump, just admitted to Trump's plan to unleash the military on American citizens to quell unrest if Trump took power by force. I mean,
oh my
they
God.
either wrote it down or said it somewhere on TV. So Jack Smith helpfully has mountains of,
More.
Right. They subpoenaed Twitter, obviously, for Trump's. By the way, when we read his little statements from the Bassinet Live,
Right.
and I just say, just till further notice, take that everything in these are lies. But that's what he figures. He has the tennis ball machine of bull, and we don't have time to fact check every lunatic thing he says. So he lied. Lisa Rubin, MSNBC legal analyst, said when Trump claims he found out about the Twitter search warrant today, just like the rest of us, be skeptical. Why? Why? Because on June 20th, the special counsel's office applied to modify the prior non-disclosure to permit Twitter to notify President Trump. So I just found out you could get me.
Or maybe his lawyers kept it from him because they didn't want to upset him.
Right. Didn't want to get out.
Baby to get out.
Startled
They
the
didn't want any
bassinet.
ketchup
Yes.
thrown at them.
Yeah.
Right. But, that means they have his DMs. It's probably DMs, other stuff that he has an unbelievable ability to incriminate himself. So anyway, that I don't know why that's just found out.
I don't like him.
Really?
You don't?
Oh, that's
didn't
so
know
cute.
that.
Did you just it just
like him
occurred
at
to
all.
you? Okay. Yeah, Rude Pundit said the same thing we just said. Do we have to wait until they actually assassinate someone before we start labeling the MAGA movement a terrorist organization? I mean, they death threat people into leaving their jobs and homes. That is terrorism. What happened yesterday is terrorism. Again, it's illegal to make the threats, which is why the FBI's at his door. The fact that, he wasn't successful doesn't make it less of a crime. Oh, by the way, Jody helpfully supplied some of these Civil War MAGA lunatics. Where was this?
That's Nazi
Hilliard.
Germany.
Oh, yeah, here we go.
1 and 2.
That's Nazi Germany Hitler. You can't silence your political opponents because you don't agree with them. Joe Biden should be in prison for his bribes.
The vote was stolen. I believe it. In my heart. Remember, they blew up one of the election quarters where they kept all of the Dominion machines. Why'd that
What?
blow up?
I was like, what?
blew up?
I don't
What?
know.
He said, just reviewing for those of you that couldn't hear, they blew up one of the election centers. Why did that blow up?
What?
Well, if I might posit it did not, and I'm
not.
not sure where you got that information.
Not even at all.
From, but I mean, that's going to be the other thing.
Yeah.
They literally try to start a civil war based on
Whoa.
nonsense.
Yeah.
Bull crap.
Nothing that actually happened.
Right.
This is what I mean about our set of alternative quote unquote facts, right? Where the other thing, Biden's taking bribes. There is no evidence of any kind that Biden ever took a bribe. It's just he belongs in prison. It's just God bless. May he rest in peace, Pee Wee Herman. They all have the same strategy. I know you are, but what am I? It's like, no, but Biden's a crook. He's the one. It is I know you are, but what am I?
Well, yeah.
Infinity.
Well,
Is it not?
Yeah, yes, it is. It takes me back to yesterday when James Comer was trying to say that he did have
Sure.
the evidence
Yeah.
that Biden took. And
Yeah, he
even
says
the
that every
Newsmax-
other
even the Newsmax
Thursday.
guy was like,
No,
not
no, you don't.
sure you do.
No. They keep announcing some
Yeah.
new, and I hear the music in my head, like an announcement from the bassinet, and then it's like, what? Huh? No,
No, that's not.
That guy says that's not what happened.
No.
We have a whistleblower. Oh, no.
It wasn't whistle. Just said that sold the illusion of
There.
access,
Yeah.
which isn't selling
And all
access.
this, all the January 6th stuff. The thing that occurred to me when I keep listening more and more every day is there is not evidence of one shred of fraud. This whole thing was made up out of whole cloth about one big orange fat baby's ego. It is not based on any. His head of cyber terrorism said this is the most secure election we've ever had. The fact that they keep trying to justify it by, well, there was, we had a right to whatever challenge because of the fraud. There was no fraud. There was no fraud. You lost 63 cases in a row. Okay. Sorry. I don't know why that just made my head explode just recently. Oh, because I'm not done yet. Let's just hear from some more maggots.
If Donald Trump were to be found guilty by a jury, where do you see this going?
Civil War. Civil War. Divide it up because we can't live together, obviously.
And if he wants me to protect them, I'm going to go in there. I'm going to let him know that I'll do it.
They just want violence.
Yeah.
That's all they want is violence.
I'm sorry. I just can't stop picturing the stupid guy thinking he's hidden by the weeds with the gun. And oh my God.
They want violence.
Oh God, Navy. Gravy seals. I mean, yeah.
There it is, my first drink of the day, ZBiotics Pre-Alcohol Probiotic. Many of you know my story. I stopped drinking wine for 3 years during COVID, during the lockdown as part of a health reset. Now I drink wine in moderation, but this is an amazing new product. I've always believed in probiotics. And ZBiotics, check this out. You drink just one of these. It's the world's first genetically engineered probiotic. It was invented by PhD scientists to tackle rough mornings after drinking. I am using this and I feel great in the morning. I don't have to worry if I have an extra glass of wine. I still feel great in the morning. Here's how it works. When you drink, alcohol gets converted into a toxic byproduct in the gut. I've always had acid reflux problems. It is this byproduct, not dehydration, that's to blame for your rough next day. ZBiotics produces an enzyme to break this byproduct down. All I know is it works. It is ZBiotics Pre-Alcohol Probiotic. Go to zbiotics.com/politicalvoices or scan the QR code on the screen right now.